Hello, welcome to a special edition of Mercyhurst Tonight. I'm Donny Bryant. Today I'm here with the MSG president, Abby Staub. How are you, Abby?
Good, Donny. I'm excited to be here. Thank you for having me tonight.
That's great. So you are the new MSG president. Tell me a little bit about what's that like.
Oh, it's been busy, but it's been lots of great things, lots of meetings happening. We've had tons of great events with the student activities and multicultural councils, and we have a lot of exciting events coming up.
Oh, okay, so why don't you tell me about them? Because I see on there that you got a little bit. You got the 70s throwback, you got the glow yoga.
So if you're interested in vintage, you can throw it back this Friday with 70s throwback. We're doing tie-dye shirts. There's going to be lots of giveaways, trivia. We also have glow yoga, so we'll have a yogi instructing everyone in some nice power moves. And
oh my gosh, power moves.
All at night, yeah.
All at
you can meditate, relax, and glow.
Oh, so how do you come up with some of these events?
So actually every semester our council sits down and it's completely student run.
Okay.
It's events for students by students. So they just go through and brainstorm. It's a really collaborative experience. I was actually on the board my sophomore year and it's super fun. You just get to go through and pick events that you think that your fellow students would like.
Wow, so sophomore year, you've been a part of this since sophomore year.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So
is that where the, because of the video game thing and the huge video game event and Welcome Week?
Yep, so that was our event. So we brought that in. It was just giant video games. I mean, what child would like that?
What person would not want to play video games? Especially for someone like myself who plays NES, Atari, Sega Genesis. Oh my gosh, like I would be all over that. So tell me a little bit more about how you got involved with MSG, because you said you've been involved ever since when you were a sophomore, but how did you get involved with student government?
Oh, it's been freshman year. So tomorrow actually we have our freshman elections going up, but that was me 4 years ago now. I started freshman year, ran for class senator, and I got it, and then that inspired me to keep on going.
Oh my gosh.
And I got to see the student voice at work. So then sophomore year, I joined the Student Activities Council and Multicultural Activities Council. And then last year, I served as Public Relations Coordinator. And now this year, here we are as president.
Oh my goodness, you've just been rolling, haven't you?
Yeah, we have been, nonstop.
So previously you worked for Vince, who was the previous MSG president. Why don't you tell me a little bit about what's that like, you know, what it was like working for him last year?
So Vince was a very passionate individual. He's one of my favorite people. He's so charismatic and just driven and ambitious. And I've tried to use a lot of that into this year, but kind of still pave my own path. So this year, a lot of our focus is on Laker Pride and renewing that in campus and how do we make students proud to go to school here and really make Hearst home.
So is that like something that you and President Victor have talked about? Because I understand that last year Vince and President Victor have talked a lot. So have you talked to President Victor about
meetings?
Oh, bi-weekly meetings with the president of our university.
President.
Oh my goodness, president to president. That is unbelievable. So what is it like meeting with President Victor bi-weekly? Like, what is he saying about some of the solutions, some of the problems that's been going on? What do you think that he's been saying about
he's really down to earth. He's really easy to talk to. I mean, whenever you see him, he's always happy to chat. And
oh yeah, he's a great guy.
Oh yeah, 100%. But you just, give each other updates on what we're doing, what the university is doing, what student government can do, and how the university can better serve students.
That's awesome. So is that what's the Students Supporting Students campaign? Is that what that's for? You gotta tell me. You gotta tell me a little bit about that.
I'll give you a little bit.
Okay.
So Students Supporting Students campaign. This was a campaign that we started last year and that I really wanted to bring into this year. So part of it is the Laker Pride portion. So we do spirit games for athletes and athletics. So we work with the Student Athletic Advisory Committee to pick those games. So we worked with Leah Kern, their president, and we have about 5 games coming up. Our first one is on October 18th. It's the women's soccer versus Gannon. So our rivals will have a giveaway at that.
Oh, you mean the team down the street? We don't. You gotta remember, we don't say Gannon. We say the team down the street.
The team down the street. All right.
They're all rivals.
Knights,
we can't say their name.
Yep. And then, so we have 5 events with that, and then we always do giveaways and incentives to have students come and cheer on your fellow Lakers. And then we also do a arts portion.
Okay.
So we'll be sponsoring the Giselle tickets for dance.
Right.
So we're very excited about that. And then we will sponsor and cover the tickets for the Christmas Carol in December.
That's awesome. So what do you expect the future to be for MSG this year? And how do you think it'll be different from last year?
So last year we did a lot of improvement projects. One of the projects actually was the sport court that is finished.
Right.
We broke ground on that this summer, and now it's up and people are playing on it. It's so exciting to see students enjoying that space. And we'll be doing a ribbon cutting next week to have that done, actually on the 25th, and students are welcome to come out. But this year we're really focusing on enhancing the student experience and how can we make students excited to be Lakers and go out and support each other.
What do you think about the renovations that are coming up? Because I understand that as time goes by, more additions and more add-ons will be added to improve student life at Mercyhurst. I think there's a new common area that's going to be.
There is. So actually,
I believe so. I heard a little bird told me that there might be a little common area. You gotta
So
tell
we
me a
did
little bit
announce
about
the sport court, and then it's also Luke's Landing. We announced it on our social media this past summer. But Luke's Landing was also an initiative that Vince drove last year, and that I'm excited to cut the ribbon on.
Oh,
so
nice.
we have that coming. It'll refresh the Laker space downstairs and connect the Roost and the new renovated Laker Inn, creating a space where students can socialize,
Really? It's going to
collaborate.
connect to that?
So that kind of worn down space right now with the wooden tables, we're going to renovate that and bring in new tables with wheels so you can collaborate with each other. We're hoping to put a stage in so students can have events there and just create a space that students are excited to work in and collaborate and just be together.
Oh, nice. Yeah. So what are you going to be most excited about for this year as the MSG president? Whether that's future events, something that's coming up right now. What are you most excited about?
I'm very excited and looking forward to, we have our speaker, Lauren Potter. She's part of our speaker series. She's coming in. So she was actually
What will she be
Becky
talking about?
On Glee. She's talking about how to overcome obstacles in your life.
Oh, really? Yes. And she was from Glee, you said?
Yes, so she is actually an actress with Down syndrome. So,
okay.
I'm excited
nice.
to see her. Yep, so she'll be here on October 7th, and doors to the PAC open at 8, and she'll be speaking at 8:30.
And so far, even with all that coming up, how do you think progress is going on right now?
Oh, it's fabulous. We've had record-breaking numbers at our events, and it's only looking up from here.
And so far, what was your most successful event?
Our most successful event, Casino Night, is always a huge hit. It's
okay, aside from that, because that's
right.
that's the first day. Aside from Casino Night, what is your most successful event?
That's a big one.
That's a big one.
We
Take your time with that one.
Okay, thank you.
Take your time if you have to.
Oh, I think it actually was your favorite, the video game night, where we brought in the video games. Students love that. I was excited to see it. It was one of my visions.
Can the students contact you?
Of course, yes. I encourage students to reach out any way possible. This year we actually have, if you see anyone in a polo like this, the little quarter zips, they're Navy, say student government on it, and then we have name tags. We're here to serve the students. And I encourage anyone to reach out at any time. You can reach me at MSG, so MSG, Prez, P-R-E-S, at mercyhurst.edu. Or
okay, so it's like that. You got your own email and everything.
You can send me an email or just go by the Abigail Staub. I answer to that too.
So why don't you tell me a little bit about your social media?
Yes, our social media. We have Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. We post up-to-date content all the time, whatever is coming up, and you can follow us at MSG Lakers.
Well, that's it. That's all the time we have for today. Thank you, Abby, for joining us at Mercyhurst tonight. I'm Donny Bryant. This is Abby Staub, and this is Mercyhurst tonight. Good night.